Hello everybody, welcome back to me with another brand new video, and I'm back here again to talk through the latest development in Jujutsu Kaisen story. So, before progressing to the review of this latest chapter, if you are watching this and liking it, know this, I love you all and appreciate you guys. Please be advised that this video will contain Jujutsu Kaisen manga spoiler, so please proceed with caution and you have been warned. So, without any further delay, let's jump to the review. So this latest chapter starts with a new character named Hanyu as we learn her name in the later pages of this chapter. She is on comms with a guy named Amai. She's saying, "Hey Amai, I've been waiting for your signal." And he replies, "Well, I can't control when people come to the calling game or not." So they are saying this because these guys attack new players when they enter the calling game. We learn later in this chapter that when you enter a colony, you actually get teleported to one of the 9 predetermined locations. So just before we see Yuji getting teleported to these guys, we get a moment with him and Megumi as they were walking to a black colony, and Megumi is telling him how they are a sorcerer from 1000 years ago. The one they have incarnated from the past are the one they need to look out for. Even ones from 100 and 200 years ago are the still dangerous opponent if they meet one. This is because the value of a human life was different back then compared to what we perceive in the today's modern age. Most of them have the mindset to fight and die. They want to die in battle. That could even be the reason why they form a contact with Kenjaku in the first place. When you think about it, 100 to thousands of years ago was a time of wars and battles, unlike today where the only battles are usually sorcerer and god spirits. But for these ancient sorcerers, fighting and dying on the battlefield is a natural to them, so I can definitely understand what Megumi is trying to say. And we get a panel of samurai who's left on the battlefield while the others are dead to show this indication of being the last one standing, and that fighting the value of human life means less than today's days and age. Megumi believes that Hajime and Higuruma are the sorcerer from the past, so negotiation and whatnot would be easy. Itadori adds on by saying, "Gods spirit at a night are also festive one to look out for." But if they find a modern sorcerer like Sumiki, a modern player who from this day and age, maybe then they can try to negotiate it with them. And as they enter the colony, they separate each other and teleport to one of the 9 predetermined locations, as we see Yuji fall down from the sky and teleported to the group who attacks new player that just entered. This teleportations rule was not revealed in the general rule of the calling game, so a lot of this is going to be a surprise for people who enter, especially Panda and Hakari. They are probably gonna separate too. As Yuji is falling in the mid-air, Amai gives the signal that a new player has come, and Hanyu immediately ramps him. We see Yuji getting rammed into buildings after buildings, but he still looks solid as if he never got crushed at all. Hanyu thinks to herself, "Damn, this guy is strong." Other people would have turned to mincemeat after getting crushed into all those buildings. She later calls for her darling on the radio, as she realized that this isn't some ordinary guy. But then Yuji throws a piece of a rubble at her, which is imbued with the cursed energy, as he grabbed it earlier when he was getting rammed by all those buildings. Yuji is surprised that she goes down quickly. He wanted to ask him if she knew anything about Higuruma. Then her darling comes, a man with a propeller on his head, and he says, "Hey, what are you doing to my woman?" It shows the perspective of Amai as he's watching this from afar, and he says, "Halva-san is here now. Has Hanyu-san been defeated?" This is when we learn that Propeller Head's name as he is Halva and the Jet Girl is Hanyu. He also seems to recognize Itadori from somewhere else, and we will be talking about that after the chapter review. But it cuts back to the Megumi's perspective as he defeats a girl named Rimi. Now, Megumi didn't expect this teleportation to happen, as the rule was hidden from the general rule. Even Nue couldn't find Itadori with his sense, which means that the vicinity is larger than Shibuya, which gives absolute chill that this arc will be on the larger scale than the Shibuya incident arc. Megumi thinks that Yuji will just try to go where Higuruma is, so that's how they will meet up. So he asks Rimi if he knows Higuruma, and Rimi responds saying, "Men think woman will do anything after getting hit." And then Megumi is kinda frustrated because, first of all, Rimi attacked Megumi first, and second, he is in the rush to find Higuruma, so there is no time for playing around. And I really liked Remi's interaction with Megumi. The deal is that Megumi has to become her knight, aka be her god, and she will lead him to wherever Higuruma is. Megumi says that if you're lying, you'll know what happens next, aka he might kill her. As it says that he's different from Yuji, he doesn't mind earning 100 points himself, which indicates that he wouldn't care to kill people if it's to save the people he cares about. In this case, being Sumiki and saving Gojo. Another showcase of Megumi's personalized justice, and I like Remi's panel here, as her face is like, "Don't call me you, call me Remi," which ends this great chapter as we wait 2 weeks for the next one. And about that Amai guy, I wonder how he knows Itadori, because I thought Itadori's only friend in the school was the Occult Research Club. Maybe Amai could be a childhood classmate or friend to Yuji when he was a baby or young kid. And it is me, or does Amai looks very similar to the Nita siblings? By the very least, he has a similar design. But yeah, let me know in the comments what do you think about this chapter, which will for sure help me in the future uploads. So that is it for this chapter. If you like our anime reviews and theories videos and you want us to keep it going, just leave a like and comments. It only takes a second, but it actually helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm. But of course, if you are new to this channel and haven't subscribed yet, make this the video that you subscribe and hit the notification bell to turn on all notifications to never miss an upload. We just upload every day and we love to have you in our conversation. If there are any specific topic you are burning up to see, let me know in the comments, and while you wait for me to make that video, feel free to check out my growing playlist. And once again, thank you so much, and until next time, peace.